Liverpool transfer news as Mohamed Salah successor wanted and Yan Diomande contact made. The latest Liverpool news and transfer rumours as the Reds continue their search for a replacement for Mohamed Salah, with Yan Diomande seemingly at the top of the list of possible summer signings. Liverpool is reportedly considering a Juventus winger as a possible replacement for Mohamed Salah, who will leave the Reds at the end of the campaign. It is claimed that Juve and Portugal winger Francisco Conceição has been earmarked for a summer move to Anfield, despite his underwhelming statistics for the touring club. Conceição has registered just 4 goals and 3 assists in all competitions this term and has never reached double figures for goals in his career. That makes him an unlikely replacement for Salah, but Italian outlet Gazzetta says that he is on the Reds' radar. Juve paid €32 million, $37 million to sign Conceição last summer, and it is reported that the Italian club would only consider selling the 23-year-old if it were to make a significant profit on that amount. Meanwhile, Liverpool is said to be in contact with Yan Diomande's camp ahead of a possible swoop for the RB Leipzig winger during the summer transfer window. German journalist Florian Plettenberg says that Leipzig is keen to keep hold of Diomande and even plans to offer him an improved contract, but he also says that the Bundesliga club would consider selling him if offers of over €100 million, $115 million arrived this summer. Both Conceição and Diomande are wide forwards, and Liverpool will almost certainly sign one of those this summer after confirmation arrived last week that Salah will leave the club at the end of the season. Salah will leave Liverpool as one of the club's all-time greats, having won 2 Premier Leagues, a Champions League and several domestic cups. In a statement issued on social media, Salah said, "This is the first part of my farewell. I will be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. I wanted to start by saying that I never imagined how deeply this club, this city, this people would become part of my life. Liverpool is not just a football club. It's a passion, it's a history, it's a spirit. I can't explain in words to anyone not part of this club." He added, "Leaving is never easy. You gave me the best time of my life. I will be always one of you. This club will always be my home to me and to my family. Thank you for everything. Because of all of you, I will never walk alone." Mohamed Salah has 2 choices after Liverpool exit. One transfer would be wrong move. Exclusive, Liverpool legend John Barnes on where Mohamed Salah should land next after it was confirmed that he was to leave the Anfield side when the season comes to an end. Liverpool legend John Barnes says Mohamed Salah should choose between the Saudi Pro League and Major League Soccer MLS this summer when it comes to picking his next club. It was confirmed by the Egyptian last week that he will be departing Anfield a year before his contract expires, with an agreement reached that it is the right time for both parties. Salah's representative Rami Abbas, though, quickly moved to confirm that no decision has been made yet on where he will move next. Several sides around Europe would be keen, though Bayern Munich has cooled talk that it might be interested. Well, I don't think Saudi Arabia has cooled. Barnes exclusively told Liverpool.com on behalf of OLBG, "I think they'll always want Mo. As for what he wants is the most important thing, whether he feels he's going to go to Saudi Arabia or America. America is actually harder from a playing point of view than Saudi Arabia. But I think America is quite used to getting older superstars who go there, make money and enjoy a nice lifestyle. So it's a question of what Mo wants for himself and his family, whether he feels he wants to go back home-ish to the Middle East or whether he still wants to be in a Western country." Salah has played in Italy before, signing from AS Roma in 2017. Kevin De Bruyne has done well there, and the 33-year-old still feels as if he can play at the top level. Moving to another European team would potentially mean still being able to compete in the Champions League and come up against the biggest teams in the world. Salah has also been linked with teams in Spain and France, though Serie A speculation has been the strongest. However, Barnes is not of the belief that a move somewhere else on the continent is likely. America, funny enough, was never on the radar as far as I was concerned, Barnes said. It was either stay at Liverpool or go to Saudi Arabia, end of story. So I don't know where this America thing has come from, but that wouldn't be a bad move for him. I don't think Italy is the right move for him. Going to another top league at a top club won't necessarily help him because I don't think he's going to be the same player as he has been. Going to Italy, which is nearly as competitive as the Premier League, I don't think would be the right move, but once again he has to make that decision. Jeremy Frimpong delivers 2 words. News Liverpool craves ahead of Man City. Jeremy Frimpong was a fitness concern after limping out of the Netherlands draw with Ecuador on Tuesday, but he returned to training with Liverpool just 2 days later. Jeremy Frimpong suggested he will be fit to face Manchester City this weekend after he posted on social media to say he is all good. The Liverpool star limped out of international duty with the Netherlands earlier this week as he was withdrawn just minutes after coming on at half-time during a 1-1 draw against Ecuador. His swift exit from proceedings sparked concerns that he might be set for another spell on the sidelines, but he took part in full training with his Liverpool teammates on Thursday and is expected to be available against City in the FA Cup. Mohamed Salah and Federico Chiesa also trained after fitness concerns ruled them out of international action, while Alexander Isak made his long-awaited return after more than 3 months out with a broken leg. Frimpong's availability will be a welcome development for Arne Slot, ahead of a testing run of fixtures that includes a trip to Manchester City, 2 games against Paris Saint-Germain and a Merseyside derby inside the next 5 games. All beautiful fixtures to be part of, Slot said, as he looked ahead to Liverpool's upcoming games. I think this is why you play football. It's to be part of these games because everybody's talking about them. When I wasn't working here, I was always looking forward to Liverpool against Man City or Man City against Liverpool. And Paris Saint-Germain, for the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 years, they've become a big force in Europe. So playing them now is also nice. Then, of course, the big derby against Everton is nice. And in between, we have Fulham, a very important game as well. Unfortunately, we play Paris Saint-Germain first on Wednesday, then secondly on Tuesday. That means 3 games in 7 days. But that is part of the end phase of the season. Most of our players did play in the international break, but not all of them played twice for 90 minutes. I expect them to be ready for the programme we are going to face. Although Slot has been boosted by the presence in training of Frimpong, Salah, Chiesa and Isak, it is not all good news. He is still without Alisson, as well as long-term absentees Giovanni Leone, Connor Bradley and Wataru Endo. Liverpool offered chance to sign right-back after latest Jeremy Frimpong concern. Liverpool has had some fitness issues at right-back this season, and the Reds have reportedly been offered a Netherlands international to solve the problem. Liverpool has reportedly been offered the opportunity to sign Inter Milan and Netherlands right-back Denzel Dumfries. Team Talk reports that discussions have taken place over the possibility of Dumfries leaving Inter after 5 seasons with the San Siro club. It is claimed that Dumfries has a release clause of just £21 million, $28 million in his contract at Inter, which has alerted a host of top clubs. Dumfries has been highly regarded for several years, but as with any transfer report that links Liverpool with a player in their late 20s, this one should be taken with a pinch of salt. The Reds' transfer policy means the club rarely signs players who are above their mid-20s, and Dumfries turns 30 this month. Inter reportedly wants to keep hold of Dumfries and is keen to tie him to a new contract which would see the removal of the release clause in his current deal. Dumfries remains in talk with Inter over an extension, but his camp has also sounded out other clubs around Europe to gauge whether they would be interested in the player. It is claimed that Liverpool has been offered the chance to sign the former PSV Eindhoven defender. Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur and Newcastle United are also said to have been spoken to by Dumfries' camp. Liverpool has not ruled out a move to sign Dumfries, but signing a new right-back is not said to be a priority this summer, despite the injury issues the squad has had in that area this season. Jeremy Frimpong and Connor Bradley have both had spells on the treatment table this term, and the latter is currently out with a season-ending knee injury that he sustained in January. Liverpool, though, is said to have full faith that Bradley is the man to make the right-back position his own in the coming years. Frimpong suffered another injury scare during the recent international as he was withdrawn just minutes after coming on as half-time substitute. However, he took part in a training session with his Liverpool teammates on Thursday, indicating his likely availability for this weekend's FA Cup game against Manchester City. Mohamed Salah and Federico Chiesa also trained after fitness concerns ruled them out of international action, while Alexander Isak made his long-awaited return after more than 3 months out with a broken leg. Liverpool injury latest as Arne Slot gets triple injury boost for Man City match. Alexander Isak, Jeremy Frimpong and Mohamed Salah all took part in Liverpool training on Thursday ahead of the FA Cup quarter-final against Manchester City on Saturday. Jeremy Frimpong has provided Liverpool with a significant injury boost ahead of their FA Cup clash with Manchester City, while Alexander Isak has taken an important step forward in his recovery. Frimpong sparked concern on Tuesday evening when he was withdrawn for Holland just 15 minutes after coming on at the start of the second half during the friendly against Ecuador. Liverpool manager Arne Slot confirmed on Wednesday that the right-back would have a scan before any determination was made regarding the extent of any potential injury. However, it has emerged his midweek substitution was merely precautionary, as he participated in team training for the Reds at Kirkby on Thursday before Saturday's FA Cup quarter-final away to City, with Conor Bradley ruled out for the season following knee surgery and Joe Gomez having experienced fitness problems throughout the campaign. Frimpong's apparent avoidance of a period on the sidelines represents a massive boost for Slot, given an intense upcoming fixture list that also features a Champions League quarter-final against Paris Saint-Germain and a Premier League meeting with neighbours Everton. Mohamed Salah, who was absent from the Premier League defeat at Brighton a fortnight ago, and Federico Chiesa, who was compelled to pull out of Italy's unsuccessful World Cup qualification campaign this week, were also present at the AXA training centre. As anticipated, Isak joined his Liverpool teammates for full squad training for the first time since sustaining a broken leg and ankle injury while netting the opening goal in the 2-1 victory at Tottenham Hotspur shortly before Christmas. Alisson Becker, however, was notably absent as he continues his recovery from the hamstring complaint he picked up last month. Alexis Mac Allister was also missing from the session, having represented Argentina in their 5-0 friendly triumph over Zambia in the United States in the early hours of Wednesday morning.